Flash flooding causing major problems across central Ohio. High water turning the morning rush into a huge ordeal, and the rescuers forced to respond to an onslaught of calls. Thanks for joining us here at noon. I'm Bob Kendrick. Busy day today. A lot of flooding causing big issues for folks trying to get to work. And it hit as school gets underway for a number of districts. Some districts had delays. Others even canceled classes because of flooding. Columbus was able to start the new school year despite a few detours for the school buses. And right now, workers are activating the Franklinton flood wall as the Scioto River rises. Hannah Bazay, live on the south side where that's happening. Hannah?
Hey, good afternoon, Bob. Officials telling us they put up this section of the flood wall blocking off the roads after they measured the Scioto River at just under 23 feet at 9 a.m. this morning. They say that when the river reaches 24 feet, it's at risk of crusting over and then causing flooding. This wall was built to be just over 5 feet today. They say that it could be up for days or weeks. It's at their discretion, but that it is monitored by them. In just the past couple of weeks, Columbus Public Service Department says that they have logged over 2,000 hours due to the severe weather that our area has been facing. Mayor Andrew Ginther shared that in just the last 12 hours, our city has received 3 inches of rain, and some areas seeing 4 to 5 inches. Kristen Atha, director of Columbus Water and Power, says that the city is doing everything they can to clean up the debris from all of these powerful storms.
We anticipate the river to crest later today, but we will continue to monitor the weather and to see when that crest comes through, so the wall will be up until we're comfortable with where we are with the river levels to move the walls down.
Several school districts also had delays or cancellations this morning after another round of rain overnight. Mayor Andrew Ginther sharing he sent one of his kiddos back to school today, and for kids in the Columbus City School District specifically having their first day of school today, he's reminding all drivers that are out on these roads to remain patient and to be safe when you're getting around, especially when these strong storms are blowing through, but that they're doing everything to stay on top of everything, and that if you see any storm damage, you are encouraged to reach out to 311. On your side in Columbus, Hannah Bazay, ABC 6 News.
Thank you, Hannah. The overnight rain leading to some truly unprecedented scenes here in the Columbus Metro. Check this out here. This is the high water that closed all of 71 South for hours during the morning rush. How about that? The plow truck going there, trying to move that water out of the northbound lanes. Some of the southbound lanes were blocked. Water, we're told, has gone down. Traffic moving smoothly for that area right now, but there's still a lot of road closures out there to monitor and steer clear. Team Traffic's Elisa Henry right now monitoring it all for us. Well, that was quite a mess on 71 this morning, Elisa.
I gotta say, Bob, growing up here in Columbus, I've never seen anything like what we saw this morning. 71 southbound was completely flooded right there near 104, and then 71 northbound, a few of those lanes were flooded. Now things have dried out on 71, but we still have some related road closures. So the ramps from 71 northbound and southbound to Green Lawn are both closed. This is because of that flood wall that Hannah Bazay was telling us about. They also have the street in that area closed. Green Lawn is closed between Front Street and Harmon. That's right there near McCoy Park. And this area is right here near Lou Berliner Park. So be aware of that. If you normally get off at Green Lawn, you can't do that right now from 71. You have to get off at Frank Road, or you can take 70 and work your way around there. Taking you outside, this is traffic moving smoothly here in both directions right now, but you can see this road closed right here for that ramp. This is in those northbound lanes. That ramp is closed. Also the southbound lanes to Green Lawn, that ramp is closed as well. Another flood related closure is ramp to 71 northbound from North Broadway. That is closed. That's there in the Linden area. You can use Cook or Hudson as an alternate. And because I am doing traffic, I have to tell you that 71 southbound at 270, the right lane there is blocked. Not flood related, but there was a crash that happened. That means traffic is very slow in those southbound lanes as you come from Polaris, making your way towards 270. Definitely give yourself some extra time, or you can use 23 as an alternate. Big picture though, as we're saying, things have completely dried out on 71, which is great news if you are traveling to or from Grove City or in that South Columbus area. Of course, I'm keeping an eye on traffic for you all day long, every day. Always keeping an eye and make sure you have our push alerts turned on so you can see when roads are closed. For now, Bob, back to you.
All right, nice to see you drying out, Elisa. Thank you. With all of the flooded roads, we've seen some water rescues around the metro area, and this was along Mink Street in Pataskala, Licking County. Now, 3 cars were stuck in the high water there. One was swept into the ditch right there. First responders tell us that everyone was rescued here. And here is another high water rescue. This one was happening live on Good Day Columbus about 7:30 this morning. The man's car washed off Big Run Road near Grove City. And he told our Mike Kilburn that he was on his way to work. It was pouring and the water just came up so quickly. He wasn't hurt either. Another hard-hit area out in Licking County, we're seeing road closures and water into homes in Heath. High flood waters there leaving some homeowners trapped in their homes. And Aaron Simonek is there live for us right now. And what are you seeing, Aaron?
Yeah, Bob, as you can see behind me, it's a lot of devastation here in Heath. We're in the area of Licking View Drive and Huron Drive. It's a residential complex just up the street from Heath High School. We'll show you just how bad these floodwaters are at this hour. I was speaking with residents here in Heath. They say that the floodwaters have actually gone down, and since we have been here, we can see more of the road. Just in our short time being here, we really saw much of that roadway completely covered. Now, despite these flood waters, Heath City Schools still welcoming students back for their first day of classes today. So it seems like these floodwaters did not deter students from coming to school for the first day. This is a residential development along the South Fork Licking River. Of course, the overnight showers forcing the river to rise. Now, behind me here is Livingston Court, along with a condo complex closer to the high school. First responders offering a volunteer rescue for those living along Livingston Court and that condo complex. Crews working to help remove people from their homes if they are stuck behind the floodwaters. We spoke with a homeowner not too long ago who's lived here for 25 years. He had to call off work for the day because he couldn't get out of his drive. He says that the floodwaters have never been this bad on his street. Take a listen.
It's not as bad as it was earlier. The water's actually starting to go down a little bit. Earlier, you couldn't even get out the end of the street. It was about 1.5 to 2 foot deep right here. So I just turned around and went back to the house, and I've been coming down about every half an hour, just monitoring it to see, taking a snapshot here and there just to watch it go down on picture. So it is starting to go down.
Now, no reported injuries because of these flood waters. Again, from us being here throughout the morning, we have seen those flood waters decrease. Homeowners working to stay positive, though. They say they are just fortunate that school is back in session and that Heath City Schools did not have to close for their first day. We're continuing to monitor these flood impacts. We'll keep you updated throughout the day. For now, reporting live on your side here in Licking County, I'm Aaron Simonek, ABC 6 News. Bob.
Aaron, thanks. Nice to see the waters receding for the most part here, looking a little drier around the metro area. Still plenty of juice in those clouds, though, above the downtown core there right now. Everyone's saying, Phil, for the love.
I mean, yes.
Love. But the big question is, are we going to stay dry?
I think most of us will stay dry for the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah.
There's still a chance if we have a little bubble of energy kind of pass across the atmosphere. Like you said, there's still a lot of juice in those clouds, so anything could trigger something. But the frontal boundary has started to slide to our south. So the great majority of the rain is over.
Good riddance.
Yes, we don't need any more. The ground already saturated,
Sure
so
is,
that
yeah.
from the 3 to 6 inches that we got overnight here in the metro, and we still have a lot of flood warnings. That means that these are emergencies that are happening. These are not watches. Flash flood warning here for Franklin, Licking County, over into Fairfield County, Perry County, folks into Guernsey, Noble counties, flash flood warning here into Morgan County in the southern part there of Fairfield County. And we got a lot of rain, particularly between Franklin County and over into Licking County. 3 to 6 inches over the last 24 hours. Pretty much all of Franklin County saw that, and most of Licking County. That is pushing out of the way, so the heaviest is going to be gone. We could see a shower try to pop up later this afternoon. It's about a 10-20% chance for us. Matter of fact, we're starting to see these clouds trying to break up a little bit, so hopefully a little bit of return to sunshine, and that'll at least make the drying process hopefully a little bit quicker, but the heaviest rain continues to push off to our east. Temperature-wise right now, where we are seeing a little bit of sunshine, folks in Hardin County, Kenton, 75 right now, 76 in Marion on your D.R. Horton, America's Builder, current conditions. 72 in Lancaster, 74 here in Columbus. I think we'll top out in the upper 70s. We'll call it partly cloudy for the rest of the day. Most of us will stay dry. Most of us stay dry on Friday as well, but I am tracking some rain for the weekend. I'll let you know exactly when that gets here, coming up in the full forecast.
Thanks, Phil. On days like today, we just cannot remind you enough to download the free Ohio Weather app. During emergencies like flash flooding overnight, we'll send you alerts the moment a watch or warning is issued. You can also track the storms right down to your neighborhood with the interactive radar. To download that, just search Ohio WX in your app store.